Welcome to the Collab Education channel, your destination for sophisticated content knowledge and innovative teaching practices. As pioneers in the education industry, our goal is to revolutionize and reignite the teaching profession. Our cutting-edge maths and literacy content is specifically designed for foundation phase teachers who are dedicated to reshaping the current education landscape. This animated module has been taken directly from our mobile app and is part of our freemium package. With a new piece of content released every week, you will have access to top quality, user-friendly ideas right at your fingertips. This animation is part of our Grade R Maths content. Join us on this exciting journey of education innovation and excellence.
As a means of consolidating the newly learned vocabulary of day, night, light, and dark, show the children two enlarged images detailing an obvious night scene and an obvious day scene. Have them count objects within the images, such as the number of stars or the number of clouds in the sky. Have them share their observations using the relevant vocabulary in their findings. How do they know an image reflects the daytime? Why can this activity only be done at night? What clues are there about the time of day? Do we know if it is morning or afternoon in an image? Do we know if it is late at night or before sunrise? Have them support their answers with visual clues from the pictures. While it is important to introduce children to new and concept-specific vocabulary, you need to avoid making this section of work too technical and terminology-heavy. Your children should, by this stage, have an idea of the difference between night and day and light and dark. Build on this foundation vocabulary to include words like sunrise, morning, midday, afternoon, sunset, and evening. Make reference to any anchor charts, thinking maps, or activities that your children may have completed during your introductory lessons to time. Have the children share what happens in a typical day in their lives. What do their daily routines entail? As they share, question them about the times of day these events occur. Do they brush their teeth first thing in the morning or at midday? Do they eat lunch at night? Do they play sport before or after school or both? Are they allowed to watch TV in the morning or in the evening? Do they get into their pajamas at the beginning or the end of the day? Have the children learn to discern about where the sun sits at various intervals during the day by engaging in a physical activity. This will appeal to the kinesthetic learners in your class. Have the children sit on their knees with their bottoms off the floor. Have them make a circle using both of their hands. This circle will represent the sun. Have them stretch their sun above their heads, leaning as far left as they can. Establish this position as sunrise, the start of the day. Have them move their sun slightly up to the right, creating morning. The next position of the sun will need to be midday, created by them sitting upright with their sun directly above their heads at a 90-degree angle to the floor. Have the children tilt their suns to the right again, creating afternoon, and again further right, creating sunset, or early evening. Establish the position of nighttime by having the children leaning as far as possible. You might suggest they lie on their sides for sunrise and nighttime. Once they are familiar with the times of the day and the positions of the sun, call out the times of day in a random order. Having the children cement their retention and recall by moving their hands or sun to the correct spot. If possible, show your children images of the sun at various times of the day. How does a sunrise look different to the sun at midday or late afternoon? Talk about how the sun appears to move across the sky throughout the day until it sets at night. Schedule opportunities throughout the day to be outside and show the children the position of the sun as it sits at a particular time. Remind your children of the dangers of looking directly at the sun. In these scheduled slots, have the children document the positions of the sun by using shadows as a reference. Provide each child with a piece of paper that has been divided into as many parts as the number of times you will have them conduct an outside observation. Have the children choose an object outdoors and draw the shadow of this object, documenting how the shadow moves and changes with the changing position of the sun. You may wish to write the times the observations and shadow drawings were conducted into each of the blocks on the children's pages. Use this as an opportunity to gently explain how the sun does not move. It is in fact the earth that is moving. Because time is an abstract concept and quite tricky for young children to digest, it is worthwhile making your lessons on this content practical and interactive. You want to make this concept tangible and real for the children so that they are able to link it to pre-existing knowledge and understanding.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you found this animated module informative and engaging. Mark your calendars for our next release, airing next week Wednesday at 8 a.m. Central Africa Time. To stay up to date with our latest releases, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing our next module with you. Join the Collab tribe today.